everybody, welcome back to Listography. Jason, Joe, and Kram here. Pearl Jam week, and it is time for side 3. And for this one, we are going to talk about the best live shows we've ever seen. I have not ever seen Pearl Jam, but Kramzer and Joe saw them together. And judging from the fact that they recommended this as the topic for side 3, I am guessing it was a decent show.
It was a great show. Great show. I mean, they play forever. They come out for 3 encores, and one of the encores is just 5 classic rock covers, and it's awesome.
All right, so best shows ever. I mean, I guess it depends on a lot of things. What makes a good show? I'm pretty picky when it comes to sound, so that is a must for me. I think a lot of it also depends on the crowd and being surrounded by cool people and people that are all feeling the music together and not, people talking or whatever. Obviously depends on the artist and the songs they play and their performances, and it doesn't take a lot to derail a show. So when you get those moments of perfection, it's really kind of just like a transcendental experience. So interested to see what you guys have as your favorite.
Now, I really haven't seen that many shows in my life. I've kind of was thinking about the list that I would say I really haven't seen anybody other than Pearl Jam. Kind of thinking of like my top artists of all time, most of who are dead or not touring or have broken up. So I don't know. I mean, Pearl Jam was probably the best show I've ever seen, to be honest. I can't think of anything else that would top that. I saw Elton John a couple of years ago when he was touring on the Union tour, and he was phenomenal. I was surprised at how good he still sounded. His band still rules. I really liked, I think it was 2005, I saw Megadeth in Dream Theater on the Gigantour down at Station Square. I thought they both sounded great, particularly Megadeth. Other than that, I mean, I've seen The Who, and they sounded okay. I've seen Green Day, sounded okay. Seen not that many bands. Coheed and Cambria, I thought was a good show. Deep Purple, I saw them a couple of years ago. It was a pretty good show. First band I ever saw live was Rusted Root down at Station Square. I thought they sounded great. I think the only other notable one really put on my list was Ben Folds, Guster, and Rufus Wainwright. They all sounded really good. And then I'll do one more. Queens of the Stone Age I saw down at in Pittsburgh. I thought they were really good, really tight. I love them. So I don't know. I'm not a concert guy really. So take it away, Kramzer.
Just missing my lists. Couple of artists that I either discovered from a live performance, like an artist called Lady Lamb I saw open last year for the New Pornographers, and really like her arsenal here. Gary Clark Jr. is amazing live. Traditionally, I like the blues live a lot more than listening to albums, which is probably why the blues aren't so well represented in our discussions, because I'd much rather see it live. But here's what I got for my top 5. 2008, I believe Jason was with me when we saw Rush. I've seen Rush so many times, but this one was the Snakes and Arrows tour, which was really cool because I don't think we looked at the set lists ahead of time, and the set list was really awesome right off the bat. A lot of stuff out of the vault. They came back with Digital Man and Entre Nous and Mission, all in the top first 5 songs, which they hadn't done in years or since the album came out. That was really cool. They're always amazing live. And for me, when I see Rush, the set list kind of is everything. And that's probably my favorite set list they've ever done for a tour. And that was awesome. Number 4, I'm going to go with a show I talk about a lot on the channel. Bruce Springsteen, Christmas time around 2003, the Rising Tour, or maybe it was 2002, excuse me. I liked Springsteen a lot. Pretty much knew Darkness, The River, Born in the USA, Born to Run. Really got into everything else after that show, including The Rising. And, if you've ever seen him live, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Just the energy is fantastic, and the whole band behind him is amazing. Number 3, I'm going to go with, I think it was 2006 or 2007. It was Built to Spill at the Metro. They just had an album out. They played most of it, and it was sensational. The guitars sounded just as good live as they do on the record. So good. Metro, really cool venue that's kind of dying down a little bit in Chicago. Number 2, I'm going to go with Mark Kozolek live at Old Town Folk School of Music here in Chicago. Really different kind of venue, no standing up, auditorium style, sitting and relaxing. And he just sounded so crystal clear and pretty. And it was just him and one other accompanying guitar player, just one of the best singer-songwriter folk acts I've ever seen. But my number 1 at Mr. Smalls, my buddy from New York came to see it with me. It was Animal Collective. So good. Their sound translates so well live to me. It just, especially in a good venue, the sound just envelops you and puts you in just this really hypnotic, psychedelic mood, and you can feel all the heavy bass and deep synths just vibrating through your body. It's amazing. It's mesmerizing. Animal Collective is such a unique sound. It's, this trippy carnival, poetry act. It's fantastic. They're awesome. They also had a really good EP out this year that didn't get talked about a lot, but it's amazing. They're amazing, Joe. Amazing.
All right. For me, my favorite live music experiences ever has been going to the Newport Folk Festival. I went 3 years in a row, 16, 17, and 18. Every time, it's just amazing. It's so intimate for a festival. You can get right up close to see whatever acts you want to see. And the after shows are really great as well. They have them across the river in town. I guess it's not a river. They have them across the harbor in the town of Newport at the Pickens Theater. And the first year I went, one of the after shows was hosted by Bob Boylan, who is the guy from NPR. It's his tiny desk that everybody plays at. And he hosted the show, and a bunch of the acts from the festival came over to the theater, and they played a song that was important to them. The show was called This Song Changed My Life. And so they all did a bunch of covers, and it seemed like every single one was amazing. It was really cool. Some other great shows, I think, aside from festivals, my favorite standalone show probably would have been Wilco at the St. Vincent College Gymnasium. Weird place to see a show, but it was awesome. It was maybe 6 months or so before Sky Blue Sky came out, and I was hearing songs like Impossible Germany for the first time, standing four people deep into the crowd right in front of Nels Cline. It was awesome. Obviously, the first time I saw McCartney live was amazing. It was the opening night of the Console Energy Center. We had floor seats. We were maybe 20 rows back or so. Amazing. Moving to the DC area, I got to experience firsthand for the first time the 930 Club, legendary venue, and it lived up to the hype. It sounded so good. Amazing show there with Sam Cohen opening for Kevin Morby, and then Sam Cohen stayed on and played as Kevin's guitarist through the rest of the show. So that was awesome. I've seen Robert Ellis a few times. He's always awesome. First time I saw the Lemon Twigs in Philadelphia at Underground Arts was awesome. Some amazing Josh Ritter shows. I've seen him a bunch of times at Diesel. He was fantastic. I know there's a lot that I'm forgetting. Trying to do this off the top of my head, but I've seen so many amazing shows. And for me, it really comes down to the sound. There's venues that just don't sound good that I'll try to avoid unless it's an artist I really, really love. And then there's other venues where even if I hardly listen to the artist, I'll go to a show there just to check it out, and because I know it'll sound good. So
Yeah, I really miss it being 2020 and no live shows. And I'm at a point in my life where I just want to go see shows, local acts, whether I know them well or not. I'll go to almost any show, and I love going to festivals. Got two great ones here in Chicago that I would go to a lot, Lollapalooza and Pitchfork, where it's great. You get to see so many acts. Fantastic.
I gotta say, there's one more, and this is not an artist that I really cared for at all, but I did. I went and saw Garth Brooks live. He was pretty good. I gotta say, sometimes there's those bands where you don't necessarily love them, but you hear them live kind of without the sheen and the polish of, something, especially like country, where there's so much extra on every track. You get to hear them live with a real band, just raw. And they're usually, I find I like them a lot more in cases like that than if I actually, listened to an album or heard a song on the radio.
as soon as I'm done recording this video, I'll be filled with regret for forgetting to mention certain shows. So I think this video in general will be good for conversation down in the comments. Everybody's had different experiences and seen different shows, so we can all talk about that down there, and maybe I'll remember a few more that I can drop into the comments. But yeah, get down there or tell us about the best shows you've ever seen. Interested to hear it. If you enjoyed the video, hit the like button, hit subscribe, hit the bell for notifications, and check out down in the description for links to all of our social media accounts. And we will see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.